Thank you all for returning, joining me for the first time. And those who've been listening to me for the past couple of days are now on part 3 on thanking those people and those experiences, those spirits that helped me to learn and continue to learn things I did not know or didn't know that I needed to know back then. So let's continue on with part 3. At this point now, I made the distinction at the end of part 2 about applying the 9 pillars of friend to a potential 9 pillars of mentorship. And the only difference is those same 9 parameters apply to friend, and they all apply to mentorship. But also the difference is between those two sides of the equation is time. Mentorship is limited by time, and it should be, whereas friendship does not require a limitation on time. So going forward, if you get a chance, I won't review the past 2 episodes, but if you can, listen to those, and then it'll make maybe clearer sense about now I'm at the point of reviewing mentors in my life that I haven't done formally or even informally, but I want to kind of document or commemorate these people who were significant to me. And these are in no particular order, but allow me to share with you the people who mentored me, enabled me, inspired me to exist and to present this verbal image to you today. Now, I didn't have decades or years with all these mentors to me, but the depth of those interactions were consistently tangible and impactful. So keep those 9 pillars of friend and mentor as reference in the back of your mind. This is my meek and sometimes late thank yous and flowers to those who gave of themselves to me, and I may not have returned that favor. This is a reminder to me to start doing this while those mentors I encounter and receive are alive and going forward. Let's start here. Mrs. Klein, my 3rd grade teacher who skipped me ahead to 5th grade. I wasn't great of a student, but she saw something of value in me to push me past the 4th grade and straight into 5th grade. Mr. Ken Reebok. He offered me discipline and fun in junior high and high school sports, and as the organizer and leader of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Huber Heights, Ohio. Uncle Charlie Harper, my godmother's father in Far Rockaway, New York. I think I was around 7 or 8 years old. Uncle Charlie taught me baseball and gave me my first and best ever baseball glove that I lost a few years after that, but that's another story. Uncle Charlie reminded me in his demeanor, in his presence, in his calm, forceful personality. He reminded me of Dizzy Gillespie and Frank Zappa in terms of how they went about their business, went about their family, went about their friends, their relatives, and total strangers. Mr. Steve Robinson, another person who served like a father to me and taught me about baseball as a coach, but more also about family, Scrabble, cars, photography, and resilience. I didn't recognize that then, but I do now. Mr. Philip Brown, Huber Heights, Ohio, where I went to school, high school, Wayne High School, and he was a father of my good friend Todd Brown in high school, who followed me to West Point a year later. Todd's dad taught me about resilience, about family, about humility, confidence, car maintenance, ground beef sliders, Monty Python, Benny Hill, and just the simple joy of life. Now there's Pop, Ollie Johnson Sr., my grandfather, the standard of a man. But I always saw him as that and as my grandfather. But he was and will always be the first mentor in my life. My son, Karan, a brilliant young man who had to teach his old man about loving everyone. Uncle Mike. I grew up with Uncle Mike in Amityville, New York. He was 7 years my elder, but everything he was doing, I feebly and failed to imitate or mimic what he was doing in terms of engineering, school, dress, style, music, architecture, writing, cycling. Everything he was doing, I tried to imitate and I failed, but he also was a mentor to me in all those areas that I'm still trying to catch up. Uncle Ollie Johnson Jr., the son of also my grandfather. Again, just like Mike, way beyond my capability in terms of art and style and speech and demeanor and just straight up cool. I saw that right in front of me with these two uncles. Other people that were key to me, military-wise, Major Branch, Major Hess at West Point. Another gentleman, Mr. Steve Sullivan, author of Selling at Mach 1, author of Leading at Mach 2, and he inspired me to write my book, Resilience, The Beauty of Presence. Mr. Pete Fiorito, Premier Vice President at IBM Global Services. Chris Pacheco, my brother for over 45 years now, my roommate, classmate at West Point, best man in his wedding to the lovely Sandra, taught me about the ladies in Rolling Stones. More to that story, but not today. Bill Barber, also a brother of mine, who taught and mentored and demonstrated the value and art of defiance, rebellion, independence, teamwork, humility, and confidence, along with the resolution with the infrastructure of resilience. And also, Bill taught me and introduced me to Joe Jackson, John Coltrane, Cyrus Chestnut, even before I even thought about playing trumpet jazz. And he threw in mentorship on how to dress as well. John Ballack, Oracle executive, hired me as a consulting services representative and supported me during and after a debilitating stroke. Master Young, 7th degree black belt in Hapkido, 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo, 4th degree black belt in kickboxing, 3rd degree black belt in judo. In addition, Master Young has a BS in physical education and from Incheon University, Ganggi, Korea. Master Young has been an instructor in martial arts since 1995. Master Young was my Hapkido black belt dan and instructor in Arlington, Virginia. Master Young saved my life during a stroke. Theo Gray, my sister. Met her in Boston, Jamaica Plain, mentored and friended me as my sister on financial guidance, personal resilience and relationships, business and sales, how to pitch, actually, that kind of savvy, how to sieve through the bullshit and smell the actual roses along that thorny path called life. Larry Smith from Pensacola taught me about financial responsibility, Army leadership and standards, quiet and steady and consistent demeanor and discipline. Larry brought forth no noise, no fluff. Stick to the long-range mission, man. Cesar Beausoleil, unparalleled musician, instructor, friend, mentor, godfather in Latin jazz, and one beautiful man. Tamba, my African elder, my uncle from Sierra Leone. He mentors me every day on purpose and message, summarized in 6 words. Go, ask no question, and die. I live by that mantra every day that I get to live and experience and to produce from. God, Allah. Enough said. Before my grandfather and before all, he is my mentor and within me always. I hope you have found and remember yours forward. Thank you all for every 820 episode that led to this one. Hopefully, we get to share the next best in this life. Stay present, stay current. Wherever you are in this world, please remember, tell yourself, tell someone else. Hey, you know what time it is? It is always 8:20.